Richard tends to oppose. Gloria tends to support. Black Agate tends to oppose. Uzo, neutral.
The situation doesn't look good.
Do you have any news, Mark?
Someone is spreading the minutes of your last meeting. I didn't get any direct evidence, but apparently every voter has read the anonymous minutes. The topic about Vertin. It has become a great disadvantage to us.
Double envelopment. A 4-4-point double low approach. No wonder that the draft goes through so easily. To reject the draft during the committee meeting does not actually address the real problem. The House of Intergrades can still resubmit the draft during the next legislative session. So she is planning for the long term. To bring down the voting stage and make it a plan that is totally abandoned.
I'm afraid so. A draft that has failed to win votes can hardly win the trust of the House's reviewers again. And of course, it won't be submitted to the committee.
Did anyone make any actual move yet?
Not yet. The minutes only changed their preferences, but the number of those who have taken a stand still remains the same.
Just as I expected. This draft is not about Vertin, but a promise to the future, about how to balance the benefits between different interest groups.
Oak processionary moths. Perhaps a few gray squirrel cubs. It's not enough to only rely on potions and arcanum to keep the woods in peace. Oak trees reside here, and everything will change with it. Animals that live in symbiosis, fungi that depend on each other. All of them will embrace diversity by the day.
Do you mean that? A group of grey fluffers flying over there!
A swarm of oak processionary moths. They are preying on something.
Miss Juvis, let's help out right away! with us. My sword sharp, the bullets are loaded, waiting for my chance. So long lives this, and this gives power to thee. Moonlight shines on everyone. I know.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
The bullets are loaded.
Feel it paid and know with regret. Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
It's alright. I believe in you. Waiting for my chance. My sword sharp. Sempre caro mi fu quest'ermo cole. Bad rose. Die. Sempre caro mi fu quest'ermo cole. It's alright.
Resistance is futile.
I believe in
An
you.
eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
I know the moon, and this is an alien.
Is above all else. Feel it pain and know with regret.
It's alright.
An eye for an eye,
The bullets are loaded, waiting for my chance.
noble or lowly, sin shall be punished. Off thou go.
Get the Hölle.
An eye for an eye. Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full. Feel it pain and know with regret. Resistance is futile.
My sword sharp. You found the right verse to depict the world I have never seen before. Legna sereno intenso ad infinito. So long lives this, and this gives power to thee. Each moment, now night. Waiting for my chance.
A tooth for a
The bullets
tooth.
are loaded. Bad rose. Die.
The law is above all else.
Moonlight shines on everyone.
7, 7, set!
This apple is deeply grateful for what you've done. I almost thought I was caught in a nightmare. This apple has never seen so many moths. Ugh, this apple is going to have PTSD from insects.
They are very sensitive to the scent of sap. With all due respect, even among all the plants, Mr. Apple is quite attractive to insects.
So it was the scent that attracted them. No wonder Mr. Apple's invisibility didn't work. Thank goodness we're here.
Mr. Apple, did you find out anything?
Yes, Miss Druvis. I brought something insignificant. As we planned earlier, I disguised myself and reached the office building next to us. There is a device to detect arcane power at the entrance. However, this apple pried out what we needed from the guards.
What is it? Did Ms. Burton win on that voting list?
Sadly, not yet. It's not time for a formal vote. Everyone is cautious and remains neutral. Apart from that, there are some rumors in the Foundation. They are not very favorable to Vertin.
Rumors. It sounds as though the situation that Madame Z handles is more complicated and volatile than I thought. However, the votes have not been lopsided under such bad circumstances. Perhaps that means the Arcanists who share our aspirations are not in the minority.
That said, I'm afraid we are starting a protracted war, Miss Druvis.
Yes, I know. I've taken inventory of the supplies. We can still hang in there for 4 weeks and a half. Although they have cut off the water and electricity supplies in the building, we can still live on the resources in the suitcase for a while. There are fewer guards destroying the woods, probably because the abattis works.
What worries this apple is that if the procedure to finalize the draft takes more than 4 weeks and a half, we would
then survive by gradually shrinking our territory until Madame Z's draft is officially approved. We have chosen the thorny trail, and so we are destined to burn our boats and never look back. Burton. She is worth fighting for.
For this point, Captain and this apple have absolutely no disagreement. Then this apple will keep scouting around for updates so that we could respond in time.
What are you looking at, Miss Sotheby?
Over there. It feels like someone is staring at us.
Let's go back. To the deep woods.